Hi everyone. As you can see, I'm doing something a little different that I haven't done in a while. It's jewelry making, hence the name Jewelypix. So I want to show you how to make this bracelet. And it's a stretch bracelet, and stretch bracelets seem to be all the rage these days. Whether you have real gemstones or wooden beads like I do here. Whatever you choose to use, I'm going to show you how to do this without using glue. So let me show you what you're going to need. So I got these at Michael's. They're bead on big eye beading needles. Okay, let me get that in the light. So what you do with these is they have a big opening in the middle. That's why they're called big eye. Let me show you. Let me take one out for you. Very thin. And the opening is a split right in between. You can see that? See that on my finger where it splits? And it has two closed ends, here and here. And what I do is I snip off the dollar end so that this opening just completely opens, so that I can get my stretch cord in there, and I'll show you why in the end. So we're going to need that. Put that back in there so I don't lose it. Back in there. Okay, so here's mine that I already snipped. See that on my finger? So it goes like that and then comes to a point. It's like a needle point. A needle point. Okay, you're gonna need this to have for your very end. I got these at Michael's. They come on a string like this, and they're actually pretty reasonable. Every now and then they have 50% off on these. I think these were $3.99, don't quote me, but I think they were $3.99. You can always use the 20% off coupon on all your purchases of regular priced items, or like I said, sometimes, which I just went through a sale. I think they had a sale for the last 2 weeks of 50% off. But you can get, you know, whatever findings that you want anywhere. Hobby Lobby. Okay, you're going to need some little beads to put in the middle like these, or something like this. Let's see if I can get that on my finger. Stay there. Okay. See that little guy? Oop, dropped him. And then I have some brown ones over here. I got these at Hobby Lobby. Little guys, I'll put them right here so maybe you can see them better. And they're just the same thing, they're just not silver, they're just like a bronze color. So whatever you choose to use, today I'm just going to show you how to bead them, how to put double elastic through them, and how to tie them and finish them off without any glue. So let's get this started. So you can get one of these trays. I actually got this one at Walmart. I believe it was only $3 or $4 something. It wasn't too much. And it's about, where's my ruler? Right here. Let's see how long this one is. It is 12 inches long. Okay, cool. And then it is 8.5 inches wide. Now, the one at Dollar Tree is probably about the size of the inside of this one. Of course, for $1, but it works just as well for making bracelets. So you want to line it up to the size of your wrist. So I started here at the 0, went around here. My wrist is actually about a 6.5 or a 7, so I went up to the 7 mark right there. But then we're going to put these little teeny ones in between. So that's going to come a little over that 7. So I'll show you what we're going to do in the end. So we're going to take the elastic. Okay, so the elastic I'm using is a 5mm, and I use 7mm sometimes too. I go back and forth, but this one just happens to be 5. So we're going to take a really long piece off. Okay, can you see that? Yep. So 24 inches, 30 inches, depending on the length of your wrist. I'm just going to go for it. Make sure we have enough. Okay, cut it off. Okay. Now, here's what we want to do. We want to take this and fold it exactly in half. Okay? So let me make sure I have my 2 ends. You want your 2 loose ends right next to each other. That. And then we're going to stretch that out. And we're going to take where we bent it in half. And this is where we're going to place that needle. We're going to split the needle open. See that? Put it against my hand. Got it like that. And we're going to take that and we're going to put it through this loop and pull it in tight. Make sure it's in there nice and tight. So you have your 2 loose ends right here, which is what we're going to be working with. Okay? Okay, now I usually have a clip that I clip on the end of these 2 pieces. And I don't know where it is today, so you can always take a piece of tape. I just happen to have decorative tape up here. And you're going to tape off those 2 that are cut in half. And we're going to tape those 2 ends together so the beads don't come off. Alrighty. Got that? Okay. Let's go back to our needle now. Here's the needle with the looped end on it. Alrighty. So now we're going to take the first bead, which is that silver finding, this one. Okay. We'll put that one on first. And we're going to put our first bead on. This bead. Okay, push that down. And I'm going to take one of these little silver findings, the little tiny ones, or whatever you choose. You may want to put just a smaller bead in between. You can do that too. You can do a bigger bead and then a smaller bead like that. And just put beads together. You don't have to put a finding in between. You can do it however you want. So I'm going to put this silver finding, okay, right over top of that and pull it down. Okay, let me do this down here so you can see it a little better. Okay, we got that silver finding on. Now we're going to put the next bead on, which is a brown one because I'm doing brown, white, brown, white. Push that through. And then we're going to put another finding. I'm going to put that on. And we're going to push that through. Ooh, I don't want my hands to be in your way. Okay, take that little silver finding, pull that down. Take your next bead, pull it down, get your silver finding. Okay, got that. It's right there. Take your needle, the 2 ends that are open. See how you can see it's open? And just push that finding down. Push that finding down. Might have to give it a little tug sometimes. Pull that down. Get the dark bead. Put that on there. Get another finding. And so on. Okay? See that? See that? See your findings and your beads, and then your big one down here at the end. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and continue doing this one, and I'll be right back to show you what to do next. So you would continue adding your beads right now. and then I'll show you what to do at the end. Okay, as you can see, I'm all finished beading mine, or adding beads to the stretch cord. So let me show you what we're going to do next. And I also want to show you that I did start here at the inch mark again with that finding there, and then I had to take maybe 2 beads off because I added all these findings in between, all those little silver ones. So then it came right back up to the 7 right there. Okay, but we're still going to wrap it around our wrist before we tie it because we want to make sure that it is going to fit right. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to lift it up off the jewelry tray. Okay, we're finished with the needle, split needle, so we can take that off. Just pull that right off and set that down. And then we're going to hold on to this loop. That loop. Okay. Let the beads come down kind of close to the loop. Let them fall down close. Okay, we're going to take those 2 ends with the tape on it. Keep the tape on it, don't take the tape off yet. Tape will come off the very end. So keep the tape on it, and we're going to put that through that loop. And then we're going to wrap it around our wrist to see if it's the right size or not. Okay, see what I did? I took this, I'll show you again. Here's the loop. Here's the end with the tape. We're going to tape that. We're going to take that and put the ends with the tape through the loop. Okay? Yeah, we're going to get our wrist. This is where we need 3 hands. We're going to get our wrist, put it on our wrist, pull it tight, just drop that loop, just the loop. Okay, we have it through the loop, and we're going to pull that tight and see if it fits. And if that's a good fit, then we can go from here. If you need to add another bead or 2, then add another bead, however many more beads you need to add. You can see that it fits me really good. And don't forget it's double elastic, so there's double elastic going through this whole thing. So I think this is pretty good for me. Okay, so I'm going to show you what to do now. Let me take it off. Okay, back off. I got it back off, and this is what we have. Alright, so we're working up here where this big finding is. Okay, so as soon as you feel like this is going to fit you, we're going to go ahead and tie the knot. And I'm going to try not to get my hands in the way. So we're going to take the 2 pieces, and we're going to take the tape off the end first. Pull that right off. Okay. Split the 2 pieces of elastic like this. You have them split and they're on the top. What you want to do is you actually want to bring this one underneath, this one here. You want to bring this under and bring it back up on this side. Then you want to take the one on this side and bring it under and up to the opposite side. So they're both going the opposite way that they were. Okay, let me show you that again. Get these both on their right sides. Okay. Now, they're both going this way when you're finished. You want to bring this one underneath in the center there. Okay, hold on to that one. Like I said, you need 3 hands till you get this. And bring this one underneath the other side. And this is where we're going to tie our knot. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and tie a regular knot. Tie your regular knot. Go right down the side of that finding, that big finding. show you what I'm talking about. It's getting caught on my beads. But here's my finger, and here's the elastic, and it's going right down where that big finding is, right down the side of it. Okay. Alright, tie it once real tight. Bring that real tight. Okay, now we're going to make another knot. This one's going to go a little smoother. And go tie that one. And you can tie a third one if you'd like. You can get back under it again. Back under if you want to do this step. Pull this one onto this side. And then take the one that's already on this side and bring it to this side. And then we're going to make another knot, just for secure reasons. Okay. Okay, let's tie that. Bring it right down to where the finding is, right there. Pull it. Okay. Now, the reason we put this big finding on here is so that after we tie the knot, we can stretch it some and put that knot inside that finding so that it won't be showing on one of these beads, on the side of this bead or the side of this bead. Sometimes these holes are even big enough inside the beads. If you can see that one. Because it's white, if you can see that. You can pull it into there. So let's see if we can do that. We'll just give that a whirl while we're here. So there's the knot. See the knot on my finger? Let me put something dark there. Okay, here we go. Here's the knot. So we'll just try and get this white bead right over top of that knot. Push it, push it. Oh, there we go. Cool beans. It went right in there. So now your bracelet is finished. You can cut your elastic off and put it on. And then you want to take that big finding. You can wear it on the top if you'd like, but I generally bring it to the bottom. But you can do it either way. So there you go. All finished. What do you guys think? Get in on this fad right now. Everybody's wearing stretch bracelets. Alright, let me take it off. Show it to you on the tray. I didn't cut the elastic off yet, but there it is. Pretty! Let me cut the elastic off. Take your scissors and go close to the knot, but not right exactly on the knot. So just get in there and cut that off. And there you go. You have a double elastic, triple knotted finish on it, and you can't even see the knot anymore. Okay, so let me show you. You can't even see that knot anymore because it's inside that bead. So you can make it either so that it's inside of that binding or inside of the bead if the bead's hole is big enough. So it's actually inside that bead right there. But it can be just inside your big finding right there. Isn't that cute? It took us a couple minutes. Let me show it to you a little closer. So what do you guys think? I hope you give it a try. So I'm going to show you a couple more that I made. I'll take a couple pictures of them. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you give it a try. I want to thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.